In the year 3247, humanity had spread across the galaxy. They built massive space stations, explored distant star systems, and developed technology that no other species could match. Humans were clever, adaptable, and ambitious. Yet despite all this, they had grown tired of the Galactic Council. The Council was supposed to keep peace among species, but humans saw it differently. Endless meetings, slow decisions, and complicated rules frustrated them. Aliens in the Council often ignored human concerns or dismissed them as too hasty. For centuries, humans had tolerated it, but now they decided it was time to act on their own. Commander Orion stood on the bridge of the ship Stellar Dawn. The vessel was sleek and powerful, its hull reflecting the distant stars. Orion's eyes were steady, yet inside a storm of thought swirled. Humanity was leaving the Galactic Council. This was unprecedented. No species had ever abandoned the Council before. "Commander," said Talia, his daughter and the ship's communications officer. Her voice was calm, but her eyes betrayed worry. "Are we really ready for this? Leaving the Council is a huge risk." Orion placed a firm hand on her shoulder. "Talia, humanity has faced worse. We have faced hunger, war, and even extinction. This is different, yes, but we have learned. We will face the galaxy not as followers, but as leaders of our own destiny." Talia nodded slowly. "I just hope other species understand." "Some will," Orion replied. "Some will fear us. Some will challenge us. But humans are strong and humans survive. That has always been our way." News of humanity's departure spread quickly across the stars. Some alien species celebrated quietly, hoping humans would fail without the Council's support. Others were worried. Humans were unpredictable. Their actions could change the balance of power in entire star systems. On Earth, people watched the news with pride. Cities floated in orbit, powered by clean fusion energy. Agriculture thrived on massive space farms. Technology made life safe and easy. People had long outgrown the need for Council approval. Now humanity could make its own decisions, defend itself freely, and explore the universe without restriction. Yet, freedom brought dangers. Without the Council's protection, rogue nations, pirate fleets, and ambitious alien empires began to notice. Humanity would have to act carefully but also act decisively. Commander Orion knew the first signs of trouble were already appearing. The Stellar Dawn moved silently through the vastness of space. Its engines glowed faint blue, cutting through the darkness. On the bridge, Orion checked the navigation charts. "We leave Council space now," he said. "After this, every step we take is ours alone." Talia looked out at the stars. "It feels lonely," Orion smiled slightly. "It is, in a way, but it is also free. Humanity has never been truly free until now. The galaxy will test us. That is certain. But we will face it together." Meanwhile, in the outer sectors, pirate fleets were already making moves. Reports came in of small human settlements being observed, alien ships testing borders, and spies sent to watch humanity's every move. The galaxy sensed change, and change often brought conflict. Back on Earth, the Human Council of Defense convened in secret. They discussed strategies, resources, and potential threats. Admiral Storym, a veteran of countless space conflicts, spoke clearly. "Leaving the Galactic Council is dangerous, but humanity has strength. We have technology they cannot match, courage they do not understand, and a will to survive that cannot be broken." Another officer, Captain Lyra, nodded. "We must prepare for resistance. Some species will try to attack, some will negotiate, and some will do nothing. Our job is to keep humanity safe, and to show that leaving the Council was not a mistake." Orion and his crew were already on the front lines. The Stellar Dawn carried elite human forces, advanced weapons, and the best minds humanity had to offer. They were ready for diplomacy, ready for defense, and ready for battle if it came. As the ship passed through the last checkpoint of Council space, alarms briefly sounded. Sensors detected an unknown fleet in a nearby system. Orion called the ship's tactical officer, Kian. "What do we know?" Kian checked the screens. "Unknown ships, Commander. No insignia, no communication. They are observing but not attacking." Yet Orion's jaw tightened. "Keep distance. Do not engage unless necessary. Let them watch. Humanity will make the first move only when it is wise." The fleet of unknown ships faded into the distance, but their presence reminded everyone that the galaxy outside the Council was not calm. Chaos was waiting, and humans, for all their strength, would have to prove that they could survive without the protection of the Council. Talia moved to the observation deck, watching the stars stretch and shimmer as the ship accelerated. "Do you think we will ever return to the Council?" she asked quietly. Rian shook his head. "Perhaps someday, but for now, humanity must walk its own path. We cannot rely on others to decide our future. That is our burden and our opportunity." The days passed as the stellar dawn moved farther into uncharted space. Ryan and his crew trained constantly, ensuring that every human on the ship was ready for any situation. Diplomats worked on sending messages to alien species, explaining humanity's decision. Scientists explored new star systems, mapping planets and resources that might be useful in the future. In one distant system, a small alien empire watched the human fleet carefully. Their leader, Amara, frowned. "Humans think they can act alone?" "They are reckless," her advisor replied, "perhaps. But they are also dangerous. Never underestimate humanity, Amara. Their history shows they survive against impossible odds." Back on the stellar dawn, Talia walked with Ryan through the corridors. "I still worry," she admitted. "Without the Council, what if we make enemies too quickly?" Ryan paused, thinking. "That is a risk. But doing nothing is worse. Humanity cannot wait for others to act. Our future is ours to shape. Every decision we make, every challenge we face will prove our strength." That night, as the ship passed near a colorful nebula, the crew gathered in the observation hall. Stars shimmered like jewels and distant planets glowed softly in the cosmic light. The beauty of space reminded everyone why humanity had left the Council: to explore, to grow, and to claim its place among the stars. Ryan addressed the crew, his voice steady and inspiring. "We are humanity. We do not follow blindly. We do not wait for others to lead. We make our own path. The galaxy will test us, yes, but I promise you this. We will meet every challenge with courage, with intelligence, and with unity. That is what makes us human." A cheer rose among the crew. For the first time, they felt the full weight of freedom. The galaxy was vast, mysterious, and dangerous, but it was theirs to explore, and humanity would not fail. Far ahead, hidden among the stars, new threats were already moving. Pirates, rival empires, and unknown forces began to shift their positions. The galaxy had noticed humanity's departure, and it was preparing to respond. Yet, no matter what came, Commander Ryan and his crew knew one truth: humans were survivors. They were explorers, fighters, and thinkers. They had left the Council not because of arrogance, but because of hope. Hope that humanity could shape its own future, and that freedom was worth every risk. And so the stellar dawn pressed onward into the dark expanse of space, leaving the Council behind. Humanity's journey had begun. The galaxy would soon learn that chaos might follow, but humans would always rise to meet it. The stars stretched endlessly, and among them humanity moved boldly, determined, and alive. Their story, just beginning, promised adventure, conflict, and triumph. Humanity's departure from the Galactic Council had not gone unnoticed. Across the galaxy, whispers of their independence spread like a ripple through still water. Some species saw opportunity, some fear, and some simply curiosity. The moment humans left, the galaxy changed. On the bridge of the stellar dawn, Commander Rian studied a holographic map of nearby star systems. Red icons flashed in the outer sectors. Pirate fleets and unknown ships were moving closer. Talia, still uneasy from their departure, watched the map as well. "Commander," she said, "it looks like someone is following us. Multiple ships are converging on our path." Ryan nodded, his eyes sharp. "Yes, we expected it. Humans acting alone will attract attention. That is the risk of freedom. Prepare the fleet. We will avoid confrontation if we can, but we must be ready for anything." Kian, the tactical officer, adjusted the shields and weapons. "All systems ready. We can defend ourselves if needed, Commander, but these ships are faster than anything we have faced so far." Rian turned to Talia. "We are not here to provoke. We are here to show that humanity will not be intimidated. Keep communications ready. If they want to talk, we listen first. If they attack, we respond carefully." The first encounter happened near the Lyrae cluster. A group of pirate ships, sleek and black, appeared out of hyperspace. Their weapons glowed ominously, and they moved with precision. The pirates had been waiting, hoping to test humanity's strength. Ryan activated the ship's external cameras. "Talia, send a signal. Let them know we are not alone, but we do not wish to fight unless forced. The message projected into space. Humans do not seek conflict. Leave our path or prepare for defense. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the lead pirate ship sent a reply. Independence is dangerous. Surrender your fleet or face destruction. Rian's hands tightened around the console. Not today, he said calmly. Prepare evasive maneuvers. We will show them humans do not bow easily. The battle that followed was quick but intense. The stellar dawn moved with incredible speed, dodging blasts of energy and returning fire when necessary. Humans had trained for this moment for years, but real conflict in space was always more chaotic than simulations. Talia coordinated communications, warning smaller ships in the fleet where to move. Kian calculated trajectories, giving precise instructions to avoid collisions and maximize defensive strength. Every crew member worked in perfect harmony. After hours of maneuvers, the pirate fleet finally disengaged. They had not expected humanity to fight with such coordination and precision. Ryan let out a quiet sigh. This is only the beginning, he said. The fleet continued deeper into unexplored sectors. Each system they passed showed signs of instability. Rogue governments, criminal syndicates, and alien factions were preparing for the new reality. Humanity acting independently. Back on Earth, Admiral Soren monitored the reports. We knew this would happen, he said. Chaos will rise and we must be ready, but humanity has faced worse. Our advantage is not just technology, but courage and intelligence. Captain Lyra added, we should send envoys to nearby systems. Some species might respect our independence and even offer alliances. Every friend we gain is a shield against chaos. Meanwhile, on the stellar dawn, Ryan made the first diplomatic contact outside the Council. A small system called Zinara had remained neutral in past conflicts. Its leader, High Chancellor Vero, agreed to a meeting in orbit above the planet Zinara Prime. Rian prepared the delegation carefully. We are not here to threaten, he said. We are here to show that humanity can be a responsible neighbor, even outside the Council. The meeting went smoothly at first. Varro was cautious but respectful. Humanity has surprised us, he said. To act independently shows courage, but courage without wisdom can be dangerous. What do you seek in our sector? Ryan replied. Partnerships, cooperation, understanding. Humanity leaves the Council not to conquer, but to explore and to survive. We do not ask for power over others, only the chance to exist freely. Varro considered this. Your words are wise. You are different from the humans I expected. Perhaps together we can maintain stability while the galaxy adjusts. This success gave Ryan hope. Not all species would attack. Some would respect humanity and perhaps even help. But the battle with the pirates reminded him that chaos was not far behind. As the fleet prepared to leave Zinara, reports came in from other systems. Pirate attacks had increased and minor conflicts between alien nations were escalating. Humanity's withdrawal from the Council had sparked uncertainty. Without a central authority, the galaxy's balance was shifting. Rian addressed the crew again. The galaxy will test us in ways we cannot yet imagine. But we are not alone. Every challenge we face will teach us. Every enemy we confront will make us stronger. Humanity's strength is not just in ships or weapons, but in our courage and determination. Talia watched him closely. Do you think we can survive this? She asked quietly. Ryan's eyes met hers. We must. Humanity has always survived. We learn, we adapt, and we fight when necessary. That is who we are. The stellar dawn then received an unexpected signal from a distant system, the Theran Expanse. An alien fleet, unlike the pirates or any other species they had encountered, requested communication. Kian analyzed the fleet. They are huge, Commander. Not typical pirates. Their technology is advanced, but different from ours. They may be a new threat, or an opportunity, Rian nodded. Open a channel. Let us speak. Humans do not attack without reason, but we are not afraid to defend ourselves. The alien voice came through. Humans, you leave the Council. That is a bold move. Few species dare such independence. But the galaxy is changing and you must prove your strength. Meet us at coordinate 72B in neutral space. There we will judge whether you are ready for true freedom. Ryan turned to the crew. This is it. Humanity's first true test outside the Council. We cannot retreat. We cannot fail. Prepare the fleet. We move to neutral space. Talia felt a mixture of fear and excitement. This feels bigger than anything we've faced. Ryan smiled. It is bigger. But that is why we exist. To meet challenges, to survive, and to shape our own destiny. Humanity did not leave the Council to hide. We left to grow, to explore, and to show the galaxy that we are not to be underestimated. As the Stellar Dawn and its fleet sped toward neutral space, small victories along the way reminded the crew of humanity's strengths. Pirate attacks were repelled with precision, new alliances were formed, and messages of warning and diplomacy reached curious alien leaders. The galaxy was chaotic, but humanity's discipline, courage, and intelligence shone through. Commander Rian knew that bigger challenges were ahead. Unknown fleets, hostile nations, and unpredictable phenomena would test every human in the fleet. But for the first time, humans acted as masters of their own fate, not followers of a council. The stars stretched ahead, endless and mysterious. Humanity was moving boldly, facing the unknown. The first waves of chaos had arrived, but so had humanity's determination. Somewhere in the darkness, alien fleets plotted and moved. Some saw opportunity, some saw danger. But all would soon learn a simple truth. Humans, even alone, could not be ignored. They would adapt, fight, and survive. Commander Ryan stood at the bridge looking at the stars ahead. Humanity's journey has begun, he said quietly. The galaxy may be chaotic, but we will rise to every challenge. This is our time. This is our destiny. The fleet surged forward into the unknown, carrying the hopes, courage, and spirit of humanity. Chaos was coming, but humanity was ready. And so the first true tests of independence began. Battles, negotiations, and challenges awaited. But one thing was certain. Humans would not bow. They would stand, they would fight, and they would prove their strength to a galaxy unprepared for their resolve. The fleet of the Stellar Dawn approached the coordinates given by the alien voice from the Theran expanse. Commander Rian stood on the bridge, his gaze fixed on the stars ahead. The unknown fleet waiting for them was massive, far larger than any group of pirates they had faced. Its ships were sleek with sharp lines and glowing weapons that suggested power far beyond what humans had encountered. Talia stood beside him, her eyes wide with both awe and apprehension. "Commander, they outnumber us at least 3-1, she said quietly. Ryan did not flinch. "Numbers alone do not win battles, Talia. Strategy, coordination, and courage make the difference. Humanity has all three and more. We are here not just to survive, but to show what humans can do." Kian, the tactical officer, tapped at the console. "They are maintaining formation, Commander. They are watching, but they are not moving into attack yet. Sensors show advanced shielding and long-range weapons. Any misstep could be costly." Ryan nodded. "Keep the fleet in tight formation. Maintain communication and be ready to defend. We do not fire first unless fired upon." The fleet entered neutral space, a region of star systems unclaimed by any major power. It was quiet. The kind of silence that seemed almost unnatural after the chaos of pirate attacks and unstable sectors. But the calm was deceptive. Every ship in the alien fleet was ready, weapons charged and scanning for weaknesses. A voice then came through the communication channel, deep and resonant. "Humans, you have left the Council. You act with boldness and arrogance. Tell us why you deserve freedom without guidance." Ryan stepped forward. "We deserve freedom because humanity has earned it. We do not follow blindly. We do not wait while others act slowly. We take responsibility for our actions. Leaving the Council is not arrogance. It is our right and our choice." A pause followed, long enough that Talia could feel the tension in the bridge. Then the alien voice spoke again. "Words alone cannot prove worth. You will face a trial, survive, and show that you are ready to exist freely in the galaxy. Fail and your fleet will be dismantled." The alien fleet suddenly moved, positioning itself for battle. Their weapons glowed intensely, energy building along the hulls. This was no longer a negotiation. It was a test of strength. Rian's hands moved quickly over the console. "All ships, defensive positions. Maintain formation. Kian, prepare for evasive maneuvers and counterattacks. Talia, keep communications open. We may need to negotiate again if we survive the first wave." The first strike came without warning. Pulses of energy shot toward the Stellar Dawn and its fleet. Shields flared as blasts struck, sending ripples of force through the human ships. Humans had trained for such moments, but real battle was always faster, louder, and more chaotic than simulations. Rian barked orders. Hold formation. Return fire only when safe. Focus on defense first, then precision strikes. Talia coordinated with smaller ships, guiding them to positions where they could protect weaker vessels. Kian calculated angles for deflecting attacks and advised on timing counterattacks. The humans moved as one unit, disciplined and calm despite the overwhelming pressure. Hours passed in a blur of maneuvering, energy blasts, and calculated strikes. The alien fleet tested every weakness, probing for gaps in the human formation. But humans were ready. Their advanced sensors predicted attacks, their shields absorbed strikes, and their weapons hit critical points with precision. Commander Ryan realized something important during the battle. This is not just a test of strength, he said quietly to Talia. It is a test of our unity. If we survive, it will show that humans can work together under pressure better than any species the galaxy has seen. Talia nodded, her fear slowly giving way to determination. Then we survived together. Midway through the trial, a massive alien ship broke formation and charged directly toward the stellar dawn. It was larger than any human vessel, armed with energy cannons capable of destroying multiple ships at once. The crew tensed, knowing that a direct hit could cripple their command center. Ryan remained calm. We lure it. Use it against the others. Everyone else fall back slightly and keep formation tight. We will turn its strength into a weakness. Kian executed the maneuver flawlessly, drawing the massive ship into a trap. As it followed, the human fleet concentrated fire on critical points, weakening its shields and disabling its engines. With a final, coordinated strike, the massive ship was neutralized, forcing the remaining alien ships to hesitate. The alien voice came over the channel again, quieter this time. Impressive. You have survived the first trial. But survival alone does not prove readiness. You must show wisdom, not only strength. Ryan stepped forward. Then tell us what is required. Humans will meet any challenge with both courage and intelligence. The aliens proposed a complex task, navigating a field of dangerous asteroids while protecting a small fleet of civilian ships. The test required coordination, patience, and critical thinking. It was not enough to fight. Humans had to think, plan, and adapt under pressure. The asteroid field was treacherous. Large rocks floated unpredictably, some with magnetic fields that could interfere with navigation. Smaller asteroids moved quickly like dangerous comets. One miscalculation could crush a ship and end the trial in failure. Rian's strategy was simple but effective. Use sensors to map the field in real time. Smaller ships take the lead, marking paths. We follow carefully, no rush. Protect the civilians above all. Talia coordinated with the fleet. All ships maintain safe distance. Watch for debris. Focus on shields and engines, not weapons. We survive by thinking, not by fighting. The fleet moved slowly but steadily. Each ship avoided collisions and human coordination was flawless. The aliens watched, perhaps surprised, as the humans guided the civilian fleet safely through the deadly field. Not one ship was lost. As the last asteroid passed, silence filled the communication channel. Then the alien voice spoke. You have survived. You have shown strength, unity, intelligence, and care for others. Humans, you are worthy of independence. The galaxy will notice your courage and wisdom. You are free to act, but remember, the galaxy will test you at every step. Chaos will come, but you have shown you can face it. The crew of the Stellar Dawn cheered. Talia hugged Rian. We did it! We actually did it. Ryan smiled, but his mind was already on the next steps. This is only the beginning. The galaxy is larger and the challenges will grow, but humanity has proven something important. We can survive and we can thrive even without the Council. Kian added, we have gained respect today. Other species will see that humans cannot be ignored. But they will also see that we are ready for the future. Rian nodded. Exactly. We will continue to explore, to defend, and to grow. This is our time. Humanity's journey has truly begun. As the fleet moved on, the crew reflected on the trial. They had faced overwhelming odds, massive danger, and complex challenges. Yet they had survived because of unity, intelligence, and determination. Humanity had shown the galaxy that leaving the Council was not foolish. It was a declaration of strength. Back on Earth, Admiral Soren received news of the trial's success. They have done it, he said, relief and pride in his voice. Humanity has proven itself. We can face the galaxy alone and still thrive. Captain Lyra nodded. This will inspire other systems to support us. It will also make enemies think twice before attacking. Humans have shown courage, wisdom, and unity. That is a powerful message. Meanwhile, distant observers from other empires watched with interest. Humans had survived a challenge meant to test them, and they had done so without losing a single ship. Many species began to reconsider their assumptions about humanity. Some feared them, some respected them, but all had to acknowledge that humans were now a force to be reckoned with. On the stellar dawn, Ryan addressed the crew once more. This trial was difficult, but it showed us what humans can achieve. We faced chaos and uncertainty, yet we acted together. Remember this. The galaxy will challenge us again. New threats will come, and not all will be clear. But if we maintain unity, courage, and intelligence, there is no limit to what humanity can achieve. Talia smiled, her fear replaced by pride. I understand now. This is what it means to be human, to face the unknown and rise above it. Rian looked at the stars ahead. Yes, Talia. Humanity has begun its true journey. The galaxy will test us, but we will prove that humans are not just survivors. We are explorers, fighters, thinkers, and leaders. This is only the first great trial. Many more will come, but humanity will rise to every challenge. The fleet continued its journey, stronger and wiser. Chaos still waited in the galaxy, but humans had shown that they could meet it with courage, intelligence, and unity. Their path was uncertain, full of danger and wonder, but humanity was ready. And so the story of humans outside the Galactic Council continued, proving to all species that when humanity chose its own path, no obstacle was too great and no enemy too powerful. Humanity's success in the Theran expanse brought both respect and attention. Word of the trial spread quickly, reaching distant empires and rogue fleets. Some were impressed, others alarmed. The galaxy was vast, but humans were beginning to be noticed everywhere. On the stellar dawn, Commander Ryan stood on the bridge reviewing reports. The trial proved our strength, he said to Talia. But the galaxy is not waiting quietly. We have made allies, yes, but we have also attracted enemies. Some will test us, not for diplomacy, but for domination. Talia looked out the observation window at the stars stretching endlessly. Do you think we are ready for them, Commander? Ryan nodded. We must be. Humanity will be challenged in ways we cannot predict. The key is to stay united, to remain intelligent, and to act decisively. That is how humans survive. Kian, the tactical officer, interrupted. Commander, sensors are picking up multiple fleets moving toward the outer sectors. Reports suggest a coalition of alien nations, unhappy with humanity's independence, is forming. Their numbers far exceed ours. Ryan's jaw tightened. This is no longer a small trial. This is a challenge to humanity itself. Prepare the fleet. All ships report ready. We will not retreat and we will not fear them. The galaxy will see what humans can do. As the Stellar Dawn and its fleet approached the outer sectors, they encountered their first sign of the coalition. Several massive warships appeared at the edge of the system, weapons glowing, shields ready. Their fleets were coordinated, moving in formation and sending a clear message. Humanity would not go unchallenged. Rian activated the communication channel. This is Commander Ryan of the Stellar Dawn. We do not seek conflict unnecessarily, but we will defend ourselves. State your intentions clearly. The response was firm. Humans, you act without permission. You leave the council and claim independence. That is arrogance. You will either submit to oversight or face destruction. The choice is yours. Talia clenched her hands. They outnumber us by so much. How can we survive this? Ryan remained calm. Numbers alone do not win battles. Coordination, strategy, and courage win. We have all three. Humans will fight, but we will also think. That is our greatest strength. Kian analyzed the enemy formations. They have long-range weapons, advanced shields, and faster ships. But they lack coordination under pressure. They are powerful, yes, but predictable. If we exploit that, we can survive. The first engagement began near the nebula of Jaren, a dense field of gas and floating asteroids. Ryan used it as cover. All ships follow my lead. Smaller ships take the front. Probe for weaknesses. Larger ships stay protected until we identify key targets. Focus on precision, not brute force. The enemy fired first, sending energy blasts through the nebula. Visibility dropped, sensors jammed, and debris flew everywhere. Humans remained steady, coordinating through Talia's communications network. Ships moved in perfect harmony, avoiding collisions and countering attacks. Rian realized that this battle was different from the Theran Expanse trial. Here, every move could have far-reaching consequences. Losing a ship could cost them morale, resources, and even diplomatic credibility. Yet the humans adapted, thinking quickly and striking with precision. Hours passed as the battle unfolded. Alien ships attempted to flank, but Kian's calculations kept the fleet protected. Talia guided ships into defensive positions, ensuring the smallest vessels remained safe. Commander Rian directed key strikes on enemy shields and engines, slowly breaking their formation. Midway through the battle, the enemy unleashed a new weapon, an enormous energy pulse designed to disable all human ships in a wide radius. Alarms blared on the stellar dawn, and shields strained under the force. Ryan acted immediately. Evasive maneuvers. Split formation. Focus on shielding critical systems. Kian, redirect power to engines. Talia, warn the fleet. The humans reacted with remarkable speed. Ships darted between asteroids, using the nebula's gas clouds to scatter the energy pulse. The enemy's attack partially hit some vessels, but no ship was destroyed. Humans had survived, proving again that courage combined with intelligence was their greatest weapon. After the pulse, the enemy hesitated. Ryan seized the opportunity. Target their command ships. Strike weak points. Precision only. Disable, do not destroy. Show them humanity is powerful but not reckless. The fleet executed the maneuver flawlessly. Alien command ships were disabled, causing confusion among their forces. The remaining ships scattered, retreating to regroup. Humanity had won the encounter without losing a single vessel. Talia exhaled, relief washing over her. We did it, Commander. We actually did it. Ryan smiled, though he remained serious. We survived, yes. But this is only the beginning. Larger threats will come. Humans have shown strength, but the galaxy will keep testing us. Our challenge is to remain wise, united, and adaptable. Kian nodded. The coalition will rethink their strategy. Some may approach diplomacy next. Others may wait for weakness. We need to be ready for all possibilities. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Admiral Soren and Captain Lyra monitored the battle. Humanity's fleet has done well, Soren said. But we must reinforce outer sectors. This victory will attract attention, and not all attention will be friendly. Lyra added, we need alliances. Humanity cannot face the entire galaxy alone forever. This is the time to show strength, yes, but also to build partnerships. As the Stellar Dawn and its fleet moved deeper into the outer sectors, they discovered abandoned space stations, derelict ships, and evidence of previous conflicts. The galaxy outside the Council was chaotic as expected, and humans had to navigate carefully. Ryan called a meeting with senior officers. We have shown strength and strategy today, but we must also prepare for diplomacy, resource management, and unexpected threats. The galaxy is vast, full of dangers and opportunities. We will continue to explore, defend, and grow. Every challenge is a lesson, Talia added. Commander, do you think the coalition will return? Ryan considered the question. Yes, they will. But we are not the same humans they faced before. We learn, adapt, and coordinate. They may strike again, but so will we, stronger and wiser. Humanity's independence has a price, but it also brings power and influence. We must be ready for both. As the fleet journeyed further, they encountered small systems in need of protection. Rogue pirate fleets, unaware of the humans' growing reputation, tried to attack isolated colonies. The human fleet acted quickly, intercepting threats, repairing damage, and protecting civilians. Each victory reinforced the message. Humans were not just survivors. They were leaders capable of defending themselves and others. In one system, the humans discovered a planet rich in rare minerals. Diplomats contacted local leaders offering trade and protection. In return, the humans gained allies and resources vital for future expansion. Ryan smiled. Every challenge brings opportunity. Strength must be coupled with wisdom. The battle against the coalition and the protection of smaller systems sent ripples through the galaxy. Some species began to reconsider hostility, seeing that humans were not easily defeated. Others watched closely, planning new strategies, realizing that humans were clever, disciplined, and united. Talia walked with Ryan through the corridors of the Stellar Dawn. Commander, sometimes I wonder if we can handle everything ahead. The galaxy is so large, so unpredictable. Ryan placed a hand on her shoulder. We will face it, Talia. Humanity has survived wars, famine, and disasters for centuries. The galaxy is another challenge. We will learn, adapt, and rise. Our courage, unity, and intelligence will guide us. That is the human way. As the fleet approached the edge of the outer sectors, Ryan addressed all crew members. We have faced our first major threat. We have shown the galaxy that humans cannot be ignored. But this is only the beginning. More challenges, greater conflicts, and unknown dangers await. Remember, we are humans. We think, we fight, we survive, and we rise. This is our path, and we will walk it together. The stars stretched endlessly before them, mysterious and full of danger. Humanity had proven itself capable of surviving chaos, defending the innocent, and outthinking superior numbers. Their journey was far from over, but each victory brought knowledge, confidence, and unity. Somewhere in distant systems, alien empires watched, learning that humanity had survived not only by weapons, but by intelligence, strategy, and courage. The rising storm of the galaxy would not subside easily, but humans were ready. And so, humanity pressed onward, their fleet strong, their minds sharp, and their hearts determined. The galaxy might test them at every step, but humans would not falter. Their independence had been claimed, their strength demonstrated, and their spirit unbroken. The stellar dawn led the fleet forward, into unknown space, toward adventures, challenges, and triumphs yet to come. The storm was rising, but humanity would meet it head-on. The galaxy had changed since humanity left the Galactic Council. Allies and enemies alike had watched their every move. Commanders and leaders in distant systems had begun to recognize that humans were not to be underestimated. Now a test unlike any before awaited them. A coalition of powerful alien empires had united, seeking to challenge humanity directly and claim dominance in the outer sectors. On the bridge of the stellar dawn, Commander Ryan reviewed the fleet's status. The human ships were fewer in number than the alien coalition, but each vessel was armed with the best technology humanity had developed. The crew was experienced, disciplined, and ready. Talia, now fully confident in her role as communications officer, adjusted the signals. Commander, the coalition fleets are forming near the Zalara Rift. They are positioning themselves strategically. This will be their largest coordinated attack yet. Ryan nodded. We expected this. We may be outnumbered, but humans have never relied solely on numbers. We rely on intelligence, coordination, and courage. That will be enough. Kian, the tactical officer, added, their formation is rigid. They are confident but predictable. If we act wisely, we can turn their strength into a weakness. The fleet moved cautiously into the Zalara Rift, a dangerous region of space filled with unstable energy clouds and massive asteroids. Ryan had chosen it deliberately. Use the terrain to our advantage, he said. They rely on strength and numbers. We rely on strategy and adaptation. That is humanity's edge. As the human fleet entered the rift, the coalition opened fire. Massive energy beams sliced through space, striking asteroids and sending debris scattering. The humans responded with precision strikes, targeting enemy engines and shields, disrupting their formation. Talia coordinated fleet movements. All ships split and weave. Focus on evasion, then concentrate fire on isolated ships. Protect each other at all times. The coalition's leaders, confident in their numbers, underestimated humanity's adaptability. Smaller human vessels darted between asteroids, confusing the enemy and striking where least expected. The larger ships of humanity, including the Stellar Dawn, delivered devastating attacks at critical moments. Ryan realized this battle was more than survival. It was a demonstration. Humanity's strength was not just in weapons, but in unity and intelligence. Remember, he told his officers, we fight not only to survive, but to show that humans act with courage and wisdom. That is our greatest weapon. Hours passed as the battle raged. Asteroids exploded, energy beams tore through the void, and ships maneuvered with precision. Humans adapted to every move of the coalition, turning traps into opportunities and attacks into lessons. Midway through the conflict, the coalition tried to trap the human fleet with a massive energy net, designed to disable all human ships. Alarms blared across the stellar dawn, and the crew prepared for impact. Ryan acted immediately. Evasive maneuvers. Focus on shields and engines. Use the rift's instability to break the net. Kian calculated precise angles. Commander, if we move through this corridor and time our engines with the energy pulses, we can slip through with minimal damage. Talia relayed instructions to the fleet. All ships follow the lead. Trust your sensors and react immediately. The fleet executed the maneuver flawlessly, Ships wove through the energy net using asteroids as cover. Only minor damage occurred, but the Coalition's plan failed. The humans had survived another deadly challenge. Rian smiled grimly. Every test they throw at us only makes us stronger. The galaxy will see that humans adapt, survive, and rise. The battle reached its climax as the human fleet targeted the Coalition's command ships. Precision strikes disabled shields, engines, and weapon systems. Confusion spread among the alien fleets, and many retreated to regroup. Humanity had won a decisive victory, not just by firepower but by intelligence, coordination, and courage. Talia exhaled, relief washing over her. We really did it. We defeated them. Ryan placed a hand on her shoulder. Yes, Talia, but more importantly, we proved that humanity can survive independently. We are no longer followers of the Council. We shape our own destiny. Back on Earth, Admiral Soren and Captain Lyra monitored the battle from the command center. Humanity has shown the galaxy its full strength, Soren said. This victory will change perceptions. Allies will respect us and enemies will hesitate. Lyra nodded. It is more than a battle. It is a statement. Humans are capable of independence and we will continue to grow. As the fleet regrouped, they began diplomatic missions. Systems that had remained neutral or wary now sent envoys offering trade, alliances, and shared knowledge. Humanity's strength combined with wisdom and mercy inspired confidence. Humans were no longer just survivors, they were leaders. Rian addressed the crew. We faced the greatest challenge yet and emerged victorious. But this is only the beginning. The galaxy is vast, full of unknowns and dangers. Every step will test us, but humanity has shown it can meet any trial with courage, intelligence, and unity. Remember this. Humanity's independence is our achievement, our responsibility, and our future. Talia looked out at the stars, reflecting on their journey. Commander, we left the Council seeking freedom. We have faced trials, chaos, and danger. And we have survived, I think we are truly ready for whatever comes next. Ryan smiled. Yes, Talia, humanity is ready. We will explore, defend, and lead. Every challenge ahead will be met, and the galaxy will know our name. Not as conquerors, but as a species that rises to meet the impossible. The humans continued their journey, visiting distant star systems, protecting vulnerable colonies, and expanding knowledge. Each success strengthened humanity's reputation. Other species began to rely on human intervention in crises, not because they feared domination, but because they trusted human courage, intelligence, and fairness. In distant sectors, some enemies plotted secretly, hoping to challenge humanity again. But now, any threat had to face not only human technology but human strategy, unity, and determination. The galaxy had learned a clear lesson. Humanity was not to be underestimated. On the stellar dawn, Ryan gathered his senior officers one last time. We have accomplished what many thought impossible. Humanity left the Council, faced chaos, and emerged victorious. But remember, our path is not over. Every decision we make shapes the galaxy. Our independence is both a challenge and an opportunity. Together we will meet whatever comes next. Kian nodded. We are ready, Commander. Humans have shown the galaxy that we survive, adapt, and thrive. Talia added. And we will continue to grow, explore, and protect. That is who we are. Rian looked at the stars stretching before them. Yes, humanity is no longer just a species. We are a force, a light in the galaxy. We will rise to every challenge and we will always survive. This is our story, and it has only just begun. As the fleet moved forward into unknown space, the stars seemed brighter, filled with endless possibilities. Humanity had left the Galactic Council and faced chaos, yet they had not only survived, they had triumphed. Allies respected them, enemies feared them, and the galaxy had learned that humans were a species defined by courage, intelligence, and unity. The journey was far from over. New challenges, discoveries, and adventures awaited, but humanity, led by Commander Ryan and guided by hope, would face every trial with unwavering determination. The stellar dawn and its fleet moved boldly into the future, carrying the spirit of humanity across the galaxy. They had left the Council, faced chaos, and proven that freedom and courage could overcome even the greatest threats. And so, humanity's story continued stronger, wiser, and unstoppable, a beacon of hope, courage, and independence in a vast and challenging galaxy.